Hello there and welcome to the Bearded Peacock. It's my channel where we talk all things Leeds United. And hello everyone. I've not been on for some time and a Rumours round Leeds video. Wow, what a throwback it is at the moment. Wow. Yeah, haven't been on for some time. Um, for various different reasons. But I just thought today, why not? It's the transfer rumours. It's the rumours. It's the summertime. It's the World Cup. Is anybody watching World Cup? I want to still do some watch-alongs. I've done one or two, or I've done two so far. I think first half of the two games. So I haven't seen much of it to be honest, but I will be delving back into that soon and having a look at those games as they go on. It's on for a little bit longer, obviously, isn't it now? So we will go into that at some point. So join me if you want to on a watch along when you see me pop up. I don't tend to do the sort of, oh, I'm going live now. I just kind of go, okay, I'll do it. I'll go live now, then whatever, do it. See who joins in. But the last one was, I think, the first half of Ecuador and Ivory Coast, which I think ended with 1-0 to the Ivory Coast. I think I did the first half. So yeah, watch if you want when you see me pop up. England play tomorrow night, don't they? There's been plenty of goals, and there is a World Cup man that we're speaking on primarily today. Obviously, there is interest, and Leeds are going for Shay Charles, aren't they? From Southampton, 22-year-old Northern Irish international. Yeah, looks decent. Looks decent, doesn't he? I can't see him being a starter. See him being a starter, but where does he fit in that midfield alongside Ampadu, Tanaka and Stack? But it's good to have those, it's good to stack the midfield and stack the squad with quality improvements. Would the likes of then, would we see Gruev go and things like this? Who knows? Gruev, really good, did a good job last season to be fair, but I think we're all in agreement really that Leeds need to be looking at higher quality players. Shay Charles, a little bit younger than him, international caps. And his stock is growing. He's 22 years old, obviously started at Man City. He was on loan at Sheffield Wednesday, wasn't he? Now he's at Southampton, did a good job last season. A very steady player, can play I think he can play wing back as well, can't he? But he's primarily a defensive centre midfield player. So a little bit of steel in the midfield for Leeds would be excellent. But I've seen, Leeds are close. There's a couple that I'll touch on today in the video here. That Leeds are close with Shay Charles. Apparently, there's there's Julian Brandt in there, and also Harry Wilson on frees. I mean, those two would be excellent. Excellent additions to a squad that is growing in quality. You've got to say a few of them would have to go. But, Harry Wilson had a fantastic season last season, 10 goals, for Fulham. Out of contract, of course, like I said, on a free transfer, 29 years of age is Harry Wilson now. Julian Brandt is 30, but he's an ex-German international. Did well in the Bundesliga last season. Yeah, very impressive player, decorated player. Been at Borussia Dortmund, I think, since 2019, and played over 300 games for them, I believe. So, and plenty of German caps to go with it. Very accomplished player. This, to me, this would be a far and away an upgrade on Aronson. Obviously, Aronson did an all right job last season, but again, I think we're all in agreement that the squad needs improvement, and the squad would definitely have an improvement you know, with Julian Brandt. I mean, that would be an incredible signing to nip it straight off before the sort of summer really starts to get going. Would be absolutely fantastic, to be honest. Get him through the doors as a number 10. And then you start to think again, if we're playing a 3-5-2, you go with Ethan and Anton, and then you go with Julian playing a little bit higher behind the two strikers. Who knows who that will be at this point? Obviously, Calvert-Lewin will be there, but you think maybe we need another one, don't we? In the door, no, Openda was mentioned right at the end of the season. I haven't seen anything else from him. But yeah, I actually did an AI kind of thing. Oh, these players are rumoured to be in Leeds. If we got these in the starting 11, I did a starting 11. I'll put it on the screen there if you like there as well. That was it. Obviously, Openda was in there, and Diamande, the big centre back, the Ivorian centre back, was also in there as a back three. But I said, if this all happens, you've got Charles there and Wilson on the bench as well. If this all happens, where will we finish? I put the fixtures on, and it did all the fixtures, ran down every single 38 game fixture list. Obviously, we start with Nottingham Forest away. I think it's the first time since Leeds have. I think it's the first time Leeds have played away from home on the opening day for at least 4 years, I think. Somebody let me know in the comments how long it's been. I know we played 2 years in the Championship, home against Cardiff and then at home against Portsmouth. Last season was a home game, obviously, against Everton. The season before that was the relegation season, was a home game with Wolves, which we won. And then even the season before that, maybe we were playing away from home on the opening day. I can't remember. But yeah, it's been a little while, obviously. Maybe it was the Anfield one then. Maybe we did start away. Oh no, we started away at Old Trafford. That was probably the last. So yeah, first time in 5 years that Leeds have started the season away from home. Obviously, it is the City ground, Nottingham Forest. But then it ran down all the fixtures. It said Leeds will finish 7th. So I know we won't get all those people in through the door, but we could have a good go. And one of those lads is Mr. Zion Suzuki, which I've always thought would be a really good and accomplished, upgrade definitely on Carl Darlow, but I've seen reports saying upgrade Elan Melier. Elan Melier is obviously gone. Who knows where he'll go to now? Probably France. But Zion Suzuki, obviously starring for the World Cup, for Japan in the World Cup. Interesting character, American born. His dad's Ghanaian, his mum's Japanese, but he's chosen to go with his mum's country and play for Japan. Good choice by the look of it. Really, really, really accomplished goalkeeper. They got a clean sheet. Obviously, Ayao played the whole game, didn't he? They absolutely thrashed Tunisia 4-0. Tunisia having a miserable time. They've gone out already. Of course, 9 goals conceded. Ueda, who of course is at Feyenoord, had a fabulous season at Feyenoord. People will be looking out for him in the summer transfer window. Of course, I watched Japan when they played the Dutch, and Kree's starring again. He scored another goal the other night as they absolutely thrashed Gigi's team 5-1. Sweden winners 5-1 on match day 1, losers 5-1 on match day 2. What can you do? But Goodmanson, I think, played the whole game, didn't he? Or he played some of the game anyway. But obviously Cree doing well. But yes, Suzuki looks a real accomplished player. Would demand a fee, a really big fee, I think. He's putting himself well in the shop window. Obviously been at Parma now for a couple of years. In Italy, having a loan spell. In Belgium before that, coming through at coming from Japan, obviously in 2023, had a season in Belgium. Then he came on to Italy with Parma. Parma got promoted with him in the side. I think it's in Serie B. So he had a good season last season, but he's looking really, really, really accomplished at the World Cup. So I think we'll have competition for his signature. It would be Aston Villa. I've seen that as competition for him, and obviously they're playing in the Champions League, so it's a difficult one to get past that one. But they've got Martinez, of course, Emi Martinez in the goal. We are really in dire need of a goalkeeper. Obviously Lucas, still adjusting to life in England, probably will be the number 2. Darlow, I think, would be the number 3. You'd move on. For me, obviously Melier is going. I think Darlow Manchester United were reportedly interested with Darlow, but I don't, you can't believe everything you read on at this stage of the season, in the off season. So he counts as a homegrown player, I think. So for me, we let go of Alex Cairns. I mean, he doesn't play anyway, does he? He's just there to make up the numbers, as is Sam Byram, who is reportedly being offered a new contract as well. I think Cairns will go, and Millier goes. For me, if you're asking my started picks, you'd go with Suzuki as the number one, Perry as number two, and Darlow as number three, and that's fine for me. That's absolutely fine for me. But there you go. Let's wait and see what happens. Obviously, Harry Wilson involved as well in the rumours, and that's rumoured to be maybe even closer than we think. Hashing out the details with him. He's a free agent. Had a very good season, like I said, last season. So hopefully, we're getting some early business done. I mean, with those guys, like I said, I put it into an AI generator. It had us finishing seventh. I think Lois Openda was the top scorer, I think, with 18 goals, and DCL was second on 12. And it said this if Leeds could get these done, this would be a top quality team. And obviously, they had us finishing in seventh. And Diamande looks a strong player as well, but I think interest is reports have cooled on him over recent times. I think there's a lad from Mönchengladbach who's been reported to. I think I saw yesterday. Who I think Fark might have coached while he was manager at Mönchengladbach, but I'm not completely certain on that either. But yeah, those are the rumours that I've heard. The little rundown. So we've got Shea Charles, we've got Harry Wilson, we've got Julian Brandt, we've got Zion Suzuki. So, and I've touched on a couple more, to Diamande and Openda possibly, but nothing has been said about them for a few weeks now. But let's wait and see. It's all up in the air. Nobody really knows what's going on. But I just wanted to jump on and say hello to everybody. I haven't done obviously a pre-recorded video for some time now, probably like 2 or 3 months, maybe 2 months. So yeah, here and there, I want to start up with it again, obviously regularly, but let's wait and see. I've got a couple of other channels as well, obviously the Brazil Ball, if anybody watches the Brazilian football podcast, and also I've got the Rooster Room, which is an Atletico Mineiro channel solely dedicated to that team, which I've recently started as well over the last couple of months probably as well, but just stalled in all of them just at the moment. But we're getting back on with it, so I'm still here, and I'm still making videos, and I'm going to be trying to be a little bit more frequent with it at the moment. So thank you for sticking with me, if you have, for the whole 13 minutes of this one. Thanks a lot for watching. Marching on together, and I'll see you on the next one.